Bitcoin was supposed to be up only since the election. Bitcoin's supposed to be $200,000. Bitcoin's going to $1 million. Well, why are we going backwards? Why are we at 80K? Let's take a look at some of that in this video. We're going to break this down and give you some reasons why Bitcoin is struggling right now and potentially what we could see in the future. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me next as well if you're watching there, and let's get into it here. So I do have a new camera. I got a 4K camera as well as a new microphone. So let me know if you have any issues with my sound or video quality. So let's get into it here. Bitcoin could hit 500K before Trump leaves office. How can they say that when everything has been going down? We've had a 30% price correction. Bitcoin's sitting at 88, just over 80K. What's going on here? So the first month in office has been highly volatile for risk assets. That is no secret. But the administration will likely be a net positive for Bitcoin in the long run. And I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about this because it's really important that we see the big picture ahead, right? Unless you're a day trader, unless you're, really worried about, the effects of this on your day trading, if that's how you make your money, I can see why you're concerned. However, if you have a long-term outlook and you're looking to make money down the road, you're setting yourself up for success. This is something that you're going to want to pay attention to. CNBC had an interview with Standard Chartered's head of digital assets research, Jeffrey Kendrick, and he says he expects Bitcoin price to reach $200,000 just this year before surging to 500K before President Trump concludes his second term. That would be an amazing return on investment. Institutional adoption and the potential for clearer regulations is what he lists as catalysts for this event. So what else does he have to say here? Well, crypto markets could become less rocky and risky over time. More institutions will be adopting the asset class. We're already seeing that now. We're already seeing a pro digital asset administration. And that's what's really fueling this, right? These players will also alleviate security risks, and that seems inherent to crypto protocols, as evidenced by the recent $1.4 billion hack of crypto exchange Bybit. We just saw that last week. That has put a ton of uncertainty into the market, and a ton of people are now a little bit scared. Move the fear and greed index into fear, and that's basically what we're looking at right now. That is the key reason why we're seeing some downward movement in the crypto market, as well as tariffs, right? Tariffs are another big player. I think they're actually more important than the Bybit hack, somewhat. The Bybit hack is very, very concerning, and hopefully they learn how to deal with those hacks, because those down the road, they can kill your business, they can kill your exchanges, they can kill your reputation. But tariffs, are a blanket above over all financial markets, right? This is not just crypto specific. It's something that's been bringing down all of the financial industry. The industry becomes more institutionalized. It should be safer, he said. Now, this is the part I 100,000,000% do not agree with. Crypto is not going to be safer in institutionalized hands. The purpose of crypto is to own your own funds, to basically, financial freedom, right? We're not looking for institutions to come in and take control of crypto like they have the stock markets. Yes, you can have your ETFs, you can have your side of things the way traditional finance does things, but we are keeping crypto decentralized. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Now, he thinks that so he thinks that that's going to be safer. I'm sorry, I just don't agree with that. It got me a little bit heated, but now let's take a look at what's been going on here. All-time high above 109K hit in January. That's what happens with Bitcoin. 3-month low right now, around $80,000 this week. That is a big move down. Tariff threats in China and allies with Mexico and Canada. That is something that has been really affecting the market. So Trump says on March 4th, the Canadian and Mexican goods scheduled to go into effect will be, the tariffs on those countries will go into effect as scheduled on March 4th. So he says here, drugs are still pouring into our country from Mexico and Canada. I'm sorry, how many drugs really come from Canada? And if they're coming into the United States, isn't that kind of a United States border control thing? Obviously, Canada should be catching them too, but it kind of goes both ways, right? Like if we have guns. Well, we have tons of guns actually coming in from the United States. That has been well known for a long time now. Guns are coming into Canada from the United States. Well, our Canadian border patrol should be catching them as well. It's not just on the United States to stop their guns from coming into our border. However, so this is a little bit. This is something that's a little bit hard to debate, but I understand where he's coming from because the cartels in Mexico are definitely not good for drugs, especially in the United States and Canada. So, a large percentage of these drugs, much of them in the form of fentanyl, are made in and supplied by China. More than 100,000 people have died last year due to the distribution of these dangerous and highly addictive poisons. I 100% agree with him. And if this is his reasoning, go for it. Because you know what? I'm sick and tired of seeing these drug communities in Canada as well. And it's really bothering me over the last 4 to 5 years. Things have got exponentially worse in my area. The amount of theft, the amount of break-ins and violent crimes in the area have absolutely been an issue. This used to be a really, really nice small town, which has been overrun with drugs. And I 100% agree with him. We really do need to crack down on fentanyl. It's been killing communities. I 100% agree with him there. However, going through with tariffs, I don't know if that's the solution to our issue here. But now, having said that, Bitcoin's recent pullback is normal in a bull market. Now, that is true. Even last bull market, we saw pullbacks. We'd see corrections, upwards of 30%. And especially after these massive run-ups that we saw in price following the United States presidential election, we saw Bitcoin basically jump up in value, and it ran tremendously. And we can't just keep going up and up and up and up. We need some sort of a pullback. We need a break. We need a breather, that sort of thing. And that's basically what is happening as well. So an overdue, correction, as well as tariffs and financial uncertainty, is basically what's causing this. But my goal and my vision is long term. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking at next year, 2026. Hopefully be somewhat out of the market where we've seen new all-time highs and everything hits the top and blow off top, all that stuff is what I'm hoping that we'll see. At least as long as we see some price increases and abilities to take profit and all that good stuff. Because what I'm looking at right now, this is my goal, this is my strategy, is to get through to May. I think in the summer we're going to have another bit of a crypto summer where it's going to be kind of yucky. Nothing really is going to happen, and we're going to see lower prices, and that's where I'm going to actually actively buy quite a bit in the summer and getting ready for into the fall, because into the fall in crypto usually is a very, very good time. So that's basically what I'm doing. And I'm not really changing my strategy so much because it really worked for me last time. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I'm just sharing with you guys what my strategy is. Obviously, none of it's financial advice. Everybody does what's right for them, right? So that's pretty much what's going on. Trump tariffs. It's just a thorn in my side right now because we should be a heck of a lot higher, in my opinion. But however, I am welcoming the correction, and the lower prices is nice to see sometimes too. So that's what I got for you guys in this video. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.